Okay, continued surgery and anesthesiology and breathing and problems, adverse events happening during and after the surgery, being sent home with a big ass bottle of opioids after you've had surgery, after you stop breathing in front of them. And okay, so I woke up during the surgery and I stopped breathing after the surgery. I was sent home with 40 opioids. Now, when adverse events are happening during a surgery, when things are going wrong or weird things are happening, like you're waking up or stopping breathing, those things are supposed to be recorded in the surgery notes and the aftercare notes. When they're not, when they're choosing not to be transparent, when they're covering things up, what could possibly be the problem with that? The problem with that is all of those are red flags that something's wrong and you should be monitored at home. And the thing is, I went home after that surgery. I told my family doctor what had happened. He didn't care. And I'm fighting to breathe with the opioids. And like the risk of having undiagnosed breathing issues is not waking up with the opioids. The risk is, respiratory depression or further respiratory depression if you're already suffering from undiagnosed respiratory depression. If you're suffering from undiagnosed sleep apnea, the risks with these things is not waking up. Is death, right? So when you come home from a surgery like that and you tell your doctor how it went and there's red flags after the surgery as well, your doctor should be acting on that stuff and asking you questions and sending you for referrals, which never happened. And get a copy of the surgery notes and the aftercare notes, because those things that happened, you waking up and stopping breathing, waking up during the surgery and stopping breathing afterwards, should be recorded. And if you're in Canada, you're not going to sue. You're not going to win a lawsuit. Don't even fantasize about that, because that's not reality. But what you want to do, what your goal is to find out what the heck is wrong with you, so you're not at risk. So you're not at risk at home if you're, taking any kind of respiratory depressants, painkillers, anti-anxiety medications, anything like that. You're at high risk if there's something really wrong with your breathing or with sleep apnea, sleeping pills too, right? And yeah, and I had already been fighting for years to get my sleep assessed, and none of my family doctor, my previous doctors didn't believe anything was wrong, and there was various things wrong. But anyways, I hope those tips help anybody in the future. And what else do I want to tell you about anesthesia and stuff? So this is what I just learned. So nobody should be talking to you when you know you're not well, when you know there's something weird going on with your health, or if you have known health issues, known diseases, especially known breathing issues, brain issues, spine, neuropathy, different diseases. If you feel you're at risk for harm from anesthesia, talk to people about it. Talk to somebody that might tell you the truth. I mean, I was dealing with 3 doctors, and none of them did the right thing. I should not have been cleared for that surgery, and I was. And so if you feel you're not being taken care of, just walk away. Doesn't matter how reputable the people are. It doesn't matter how long you've known these doctors. Walk away. If you're at, Also, if you know something's wrong with your health going into surgery, you should have your affairs in order. Anesthesia is no joke. And what I wanted to say to you is, I need another surgery now. Years later, I'm not well. I've been injured. I have neuropathy. I have other health issues and breathing issues that haven't been resolved, and sleep apnea and respiratory depression. Respiratory depression is really important for chronically ill people to know about. It's when your body doesn't want to breathe. It's when, if you're ill and you're watching TV and you get too relaxed and you stop breathing when you're awake. Or when I'm in bed, my body would really rather just not breathe. So I have to stay away from all medications, sleeping pills, pain medications, everything to keep myself safe, right? And so, and I'm severely sleep deprived. And what I'm trying to tell you is, going into a surgery severely sleep deprived, you're way more vulnerable. And I just read this on, you're more vulnerable for injury, for brain injury, cognitive issues after from a surgery, right? After you go home and you're trying to recover and you're having cognitive issues from the anesthesia and they don't resolve. It's an injury from the anesthesia, a brain injury. Anyways, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical person. Look into everything I'm saying. Just want to share with you what I've learned, and it's so refreshing for me as a sick patient and really afraid, justifiably and realistically terrified of going into another surgery. Nobody I have talked to has taken me seriously, except these anesthesiologists that I've talked to online, and they're the only ones who are being transparent. And actually, I did go for a pre-op for this other surgery that I was supposed to go to, which I ended up canceling because I wanted to try to get well first to gain some strength. And that, I was telling the anesthesiologist the different experiences that I've had, the bad experiences that I've had with anesthesiology, and they were actually panicking while I was telling them and running out of the office, running out of the room that we were in to try to retrieve past notes from other doctors that have been with me and stuff. And I'm like, oh, well, don't even bother with that one because none of that was recorded in the surgery notes. Well, what do you mean? Well, it was covered up. Lots of adverse events during surgery are covered up. You should know that.